Welcome back to another stream. I did another stream just an hour ago when I played another game, but I'm back with some more. The farmer was replaced. And let's see. Yes, the music should be coming through as well. Looks like it. A bit embarrassing last time I streamed this game. And went like for 1.5 hours before I noticed that the background music wasn't coming through. But yeah, I'm actually a tiny bit addicted to this game. It's surprisingly fun. And I want to get the pumpkin farm working. I'm looking forward to it. So I don't actually remember what the issue was. There was some sort of issue. There were a lot of issues at the end. I'm gonna try it again and again and again to get the farm working. But there was always something not working as it should. Oh, it was... the last part was the farming or the harvest function, I think. Like this down here, I think. Because everything else worked as it should. The drone navigation between the dead pumpkins and everything. But I just want to see it one more time because it looks kind of cool. So on the next pass, yeah, now, but it harvests for some reason, and it shouldn't harvest anything yet, which is unideal because this will result in it getting stuck, like now. Okay, okay, we don't have a lot of carrots left, and the carrot farming is... need to fix the carrot farming script as well, since it's not that great. But we can keep that going while we work on the actual pumpkin farming to get some more carrots. So... and the background music is still coming through. Good. Okay. So... in the beginning we check if we can harvest, and if we can't, then we plant the pumpkin, which makes sense. And if we can farm the pumpkin because it's grown, then we check if the list for the dead pumpkins is empty. And we've already found a dead pumpkin. I should rename this to something else. First find is a bit vague. Maybe found dead, or dead found, maybe. Dead found. And now it's dead found. As well as place it here and here. I think that's the only ones. But we still have the issue with it triggering when it shouldn't trigger. It should only... okay, what are the requirements? It should only trigger at the very end when there are no dead pumpkins and well, yeah, that's basically the only requirement. There's been no dead pumpkins left. I suppose we could simply have another variable. Only it last check. Set that to yeah, set that to false. And then with the global last check. I feel dirty doing it like this, but if last check, then we harvest. Else, then we set last check to true. So this will basically postpone our harvest script. Once. And we also need to make sure that if we find a dead pumpkin, we also need to reset the last check to false to make sure that that's always kept false unless otherwise specified. I think we should have enough carrots for now to farm some more pumpkins. So let's switch this up again and hope for no errors. There's no obvious typos or syntax errors that I can find. Alright. Let's see if it's working on the next pass. And it's not working. Why? Why? And we have a kick bot, I think. If you're not a bot, then sorry. Okay. Damn, man. I don't know what to do. There's some kind of issue I'm not seeing here at all. Something. The movement should be fine. I'm making assumptions, but it should be fine. It has to be something with this last piece of code. Harvesting. So we check if we can harvest. If you can't, then we plant. And this will also trigger on the dead pumpkins. And if we can't plant anything, then we check if our dead pumpkin list is empty. and if it is, we also check that we've found a dead pumpkin at any point. And if both those are true, then we check if we've already done this check. If we've already triggered this script here, then we trigger harvest. So we wait at least one. Wait a moment. It can't be as simple as moving. Or maybe having this here as well. I mean, oh wait, if we have two pumpkins in a row that are actually grown, that were like two spots that held dead pumpkins that are now grown, then that will basically check these two boxes and it will trigger a harvest. How do you prevent that? You basically need to check that you've done what? Wait, maybe you can use the move steps. That should be a good indicator. As long as the move steps also are whatever this is, 288, I think. Let's see. Oh, that's right, you can't see my calculator. Is it easy to simply bring that in? Can I do a window capture maybe? Oh. You only get a part of the calculator though, so I suppose that's not great. Ooh, I might have fixed it, and then we can decrease this. Let's put this one here. Nice. But if I close it, yeah, it still works. Okay, great, great. So the calculator, okay. What was I trying to do? Right, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have 12 times 12 and times 2, 288, yeah. So we should also be able to check here, I think. And drone move pumpkin dot move steps equals 288. Because this should be set to... If it can't move any longer... Wait. If move steps is greater than 288, and if move steps is less than 288 plus the length of the dead coordinates, and else, if that's not the case, if we've moved past that, we reset the move steps to 288. And we call for the need coordinates to true. I think this might work. Maybe. It's not ideal, but at this point I just want to get it to work. That's my goal for today. So drone move pumpkin is not true at any of these points, except for that one point, as it should be. And now it's going around, 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 and yeah, it actually worked. It actually worked. Holy shit. Okay. But we also need to reset the board. So after harvest we do a clear. And do we need to reset anything? We probably do. We'll also reset dead found to false, last check to false, and we should also reset probably better to create another function here. Let's call it reset. And there's no point in extending that one when we can likewise scroll. So we have all of those. So global northbound, global moved east, global move snaps, and global need coordinates, global and global. Where it is. Okay, so we need to also do that, I think, to actually reset everything. Okay, this should be able to reset everything since those are global variables, and won't reset between runs. So we also need to call where's the harvest? Here. Draw and move pumpkin, those resets. Should also maybe create a reset process. Reset here as well. Why not? And then we simply cut those. And can call then reset here. Is that everything we need to reset? False, false. Also need to call them global. Global. Also want to do that. Oh wait, no, I don't want to call the reset function inside of that one. I don't know, it feels wrong somehow. It's better to call clear below that one. And we need to do the same thing here. Oops. And with this one as well. And remove those values. Now we should be able to reset everything and keep going for another round. Unless I made something wrong, then this should be an infinite pumpkin farm. That's as efficient as I can make it. There's probably loads of code inefficiencies, and I mean, like, just checking if move steps equals 288 here is wait, I need to fix this. And I need to fix this immediately, now that I think about it. Since this will change on the next upgrade to the field size. So I need to change this one to get world height times or raised by 2 or whatever you call it. But this one seems to be working. And now it should check one last time before going back, and then going back, and now, and it gets okay. And we're back to, wait, doesn't clear reset the drone to the start position? I thought it did, but that might not actually matter. Let's see if if everything breaks now. Nothing should break, but who knows? seems fine. It seems fine. One more time. I want to see it one more time to be absolutely sure that it actually is working. Nice. Okay. But we need to fix this one here. So get no world. Didn't get world size. Get. Yeah, get world size. I don't know why that didn't turn up. Get world size times get world size. And let's put those in parentheses. And times that by 2. So this should be 288. I want to... Wait. There must be a colon. No, there is a colon. Okay. And we need to check it one more time to make sure this is correct. Because there's no way to simply hover and see the math, is there? No. It should be correct though. It really should be correct. But after this, I think it's time to check up on the tech tree. There must be a lot of new unlocks. Maybe even the cactus. I think the next one was a cactus. So that might be worth checking out. Nice. Okay, since that is working as it should, I suppose that can run in the background while we check the tech tree. Okay. Can increase the yield of grass, expand the farm. Wow, okay, 64k pumpkins. So it's gonna take a while to farm that amount of pumpkins. But at least we have a pretty nice system up and running, I think. How many pumpkins does this yield? We have 21,148 pumpkins. Wait, something broke. Something broke. Why now? Why now? I thought we were fine. And we're stuck. we might actually be completely stuck. It did resolve itself, but I don't like how that turned out. I really don't like that. Is it something with how I reset everything? I'm gonna be honest, I think it's something to do with the drone not starting in the same position. It feels like the only logical step that could go wrong. But I suppose that's easy to fix. We could simply call move chord with 0 and 0. And that should reset us. So... Wait a moment. We never did a clear, did we? Clear, clear, clear. Clear. Removes everything from the farm, moves the drone back to position 0, 0, and changes the hat back to the straw hat. I suppose we don't actually need the clear command, as everything we need is basically to move it back to the start position. We don't need to reset everything back to grass. But it won't hurt in efficiency that much, and we will get more hay. But it takes 200 ticks to execute. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's try simply... let's do it before we reset the drone movement. So drone, move pumpkin. Move chord 0, 0, 0, and looping won't matter. So this should move the drone back and then reset the drone. Northbound true, move these false. Move steps to 0, need coordinates to false, dead coordinates to an empty list, and current coordinates to 0. Yeah, this should fix the issue. It should. The moment of truth. The moment of truth. Oh, there's only one more, and then it should move back. And it moves all the way back before restarting. But it missed one. That isn't ideal. Or wait, it won't actually matter, will it? Because now we're going to go back and go, and it plants it. The question is if it registered this as a dead pumpkin. It might not have registered this as a dead pumpkin, and now it is dead. So it won't... Or maybe it did. You know what? This seems to be working. It seems to be working as it should, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. And we've gained some pumpkins. Let's go back to the tech tree. So we can spend 64k pumpkins to expand it further. We can increase the yield of the carrots. We can increase the yield of the trees. And we have the watering as well. The watering and the fertilizer will... This will like change the whole dynamic, I think. Sunflowers and power. What? What? Power? Is this a play on words, or do they like give power? More drones. Dinosaurs. Weigh 100 mil... Okay. Dictionaries. Might be useful. But I think it's time to unlock I think watering and fertilizer is the next step. Because any farm that I make without watering and fertilizer will need to be reconfigured to use watering and fertilizer, I think. Since this will make the plants grow instantly, quote unquote, and this will make the plants grow faster. Let's see. Let's buy the water one. Okay. Plants grow faster when they're watered. The ground has a water level ranging from 0 to 1. The function getWater returns the water level of the ground it is over. The growth speed of plant scales linearly with 1 times speed at water level 0 to 5 times speed at water level 1. Okay. The ground dries up over time. On average, it loses 1% of its current water per second. But there is some random variance to this. Maintaining a high water level will consume much more water than maintaining a low water level. That's an interesting spin on the mechanic. You can use water on your plants. 1 tank of water is automatically added to your inventory every 10 seconds. Okay. Upgrading unlocks watering will double the amount of water you get every 10 seconds. A tank holds 0.25 water. Call use items.water over any ground to water the ground. But does that mean it's only watering like one space? Like one square? And 1 square with 0.25, that's like about 25 seconds. That's not a lot. Oh, but wait, you continuously gain the water here as well. So I suppose that's not too bad. But we can also upgrade it. Let's upgrade it. I also want to test the fertilizer. I think it's time to make another script. Let's call this one drone watering. And this will be a script entirely dedicated to checking water level and watering. So let's see. We need a function to call. I don't know what to call it. I suppose process is as good as any. First thing to do is to go and call, or say, we could pick a global variable here. Let's set the min water level, or maybe water level min. Set that to 0. I don't know, 0.5, 0.1. So we'll always water as long as the water level is below 0.1. Might want to adjust that later, but wait, is too far in. So if get water is less than water level min, then we want to water. And you do that by use item items.water. So use item items.water. That should be all that we do. I think. Or all that we start with, at least. Let's move the grass season up there. And now when to call it. Somewhere in the pumpkin season, I suppose. I suppose we only want to check the water level when actually planting something, because there's no point in checking the water level on grown stuff. That would basically waste the water. So where do we plant? Here we plant. This is the only place we plant, is it? So I think that makes sense. Here we call, wait, we need to import it as well. Import drone watering. So we do drone watering dot process. And now we should be watering everything. And we do water each and every one, right? Water level 0, water level 0.25. And this will slowly go down. But I suppose the pumpkins do they mature so fast that there's really no point in watering. But I guess it sped up the process a bit now in the end. Tiny bit. I guess the important part is to check that we don't actually water anything more now. And only check these parts. And we'll go back and the pumpkins should be growing at like about 2x speed. So maybe this was worth it. Oh, and now this water level is below 0.1. This would be interesting to see. Okay, and it remains below 0. Nice. But yeah, this seems to be working as intended. But we do lose more water than we gain. That's not ideal. I suppose one way to fix that would be to set a custom level just for the pumpkins and put that one even lower. That would minimize how often we need to water, but it would still not solve the problem entirely. I think the best way to do it is to add a... is it argument or is it a parameter? I keep forgetting all the time. It's a parameter. I think it's a parameter. So let's have the parameter min level. Let's call it that one, and I suppose this is a better way to do it. We're gonna do it like that, and we're gonna default this to 0.1 instead. And so now this is a parameter, and then we can pass along, where are we here, another min level, so maybe 0.05. Maybe even 0. I mean, there's no reason. Wait. But if we pass along 0, then it will never use the water. So I need to fix that as well. So if we get what is less than or equal to water level min, and let's say we pass along a 0, then it will only water entirely dry patches. So it won't water like these spots here. That should be better. It doesn't water anything yet because there's still some water left in the soil. This does make more sense, because there's literally no point in watering something that's not being planted. Or wait, maybe this... It would make sense perhaps to water if it's less than 0.005 or something. But for convenience sake, let's just keep it like this. It's good enough. It's good enough. Okay. But now we're okay. Now we have no carrots left. That's an issue. We need to get a better way to farm carrots. I also need to start thinking about a farm where we have like everything. Like grass and trees and carrots and pumpkins. Oh, you got to get a warning. It did? Where? Oh, you you didn't require items to plant. Yes, true. Let's get some more carrots. I think I'm gonna replace carrot season with like a where it's only carrots, because this model here isn't scalable. So let's copy this one and create a new one. Where is it? It's gone. There we are. Wait, F8. There should be an F0 somewhere then. F0. Can't find it though. Am I simply blind? I am blind, aren't I? There's no F0. Let's simply ignore that and call it carrot season new for now. And we paste in the old one. And I suppose we don't actually need to keep this one around all the time. Can put that out there and have this a bit closer. Okay. So we import drone sweep and we have farming and we have the process here. So we can basically delete everything except the last part. Wait. Oh. I can't use shift tab to back it like this. Yeah, but farming, if you can harvest. If get ground type equals grassland, till, plant. Okay, this isn't as efficient as it could be. If till else. Oh no, there we go. Now it should only plant the carrots if you already tried harvesting, tried tilling. Oh wait, no. This is more efficient. So we harvest and then we plant a new carrot. Otherwise, if we can't harvest, we check if it's grassland. And if it is, then we till and plant a carrot. And if none of those are true, then we will simply move along. I think this will work just fine. But we need to fix this, so let's call this one the old carrot season. And let's move this over here. Can I dock it to that one? And need to rename this back to carrot season. And try it out. Oh, okay. I'm stupid. We need to check first. Wait, we need to do it. The other way around, right? Like this. We check if it's grassland. If it is, we till. But I suppose we could also harvest first. So we harvest the hay, then we till, then we plant. And if we can harvest, else if we can harvest, so if it's not grassland but we can harvest, then we do harvest and we do plant a carrot. And that's all we do. This should work. So we both harvest and plant a carrot. I could bring in the watering into this as well, but there's really no point. I mean, this grows so fast. 6-7 seconds. That's basically nothing. Here it is! Oh my god, I found it. Okay. So yeah, I'm thinking no drone watering on this one. But we're getting a lot of carrots, so that's good. So what's the next step here? I guess sunflowers or fertilizer. I'm more curious about the sunflowers. Sunflowers and power. I mean, I don't even know what that means. Sunflowers collect the power of the sun. You can harvest the power. Planting them works exactly like planting carrots or pumpkins. Harvesting a grown sunflower yields power. If there are at least 10 sunflowers on the farm and you harvest the one with the largest number of petals, you get 5 times more power. Wait, if there are at least 10 sunflowers on the farm and you harvest the one with the largest number of petals, you get 5 times more power. Okay. Measure. Returns the number of petals of the sunflower under the drone. Sunflowers have at least 7 and at most 15 petals. They can already be measured before they are fully grown. Several sunflowers can have the same number of petals, so there can also be several sunflowers with the largest number of petals. Oh, in this case, it doesn't matter which one of them you harvest. As long as you have the power of the drone, the drone will use it to run twice as fast. It consumes 1 power every 30 actions, like moves, harvests, plants. Okay. Executing other code statements can also use power, but a lot less than drone actions. In general, everything that is sped up by speed upgrades is also sped up by power. Anything sped up by power also uses power proportional to the time it takes to execute it, ignoring speed upgrades. So I suppose this one is pretty good. I mean, we have the watering. Watering those carrots here would be completely overkill, since they grow up in 6-7 seconds. But if we had power, we could power the drone to go much faster, twice as fast. It would still be overkill, but I can see a use for it in the future. Certainly. Okay, so sunflowers. Sunflower collects the power of the sun, harvesting them gives you items.power. If you harvest a sunflower with a maximum number of petals, you get bonus power. So I guess we'll only want to harvest sunflowers with a lot of petals. I suppose there's always optimize it where you don't actually want to harvest the most power. I don't know, maybe. Base growth time between 5 and 8 seconds. Can grow on soil. So we need to till it. Costs 1 carrot to plant, so it's good we're making a lot of carrots. Let's see, there are no upgrade paths for this one. Interesting. Is that power? Unlock cost 1k or something. It might be power, maybe. I'm gonna take a short bathroom break. I'll be back in a minute or so. fast as fuck boy. And I'm back. To drink some water. Alright. Alright. So I suppose we'd like to do something with the sunflowers. I want to see how that works with the power collection. And since sunflower costs carrots to plant, I did read that right, didn't I? Sunflowers cost 1 carrot. Then it would make sense to have carrots and sunflowers together in a power farm. So let's create a new farm. Let's call this one I don't know. Power field, maybe. I don't know. And we'll need to import the drone sweep and have a function called farming, and have a function called process where we call farming and then drone sweep dot movement, relying on that good old drone sweep movement. And inside the farming we'd want to plant both carrots and sunflowers. How many carrots do we get we get 4. So I suppose planting every 4th as a carrot, maybe? And both need to be tilled, I think. Yeah. Might as well copy this section, because we need to know if it's a grassland, then we harvest it, then we till it. Then here comes the actual logic. We could create a counter maybe. So let's call someone needs to check. Also check the type we're actually replacing or harvesting. Like inside here. Somehow we need to check, so let's call it replace correct seeds. Let's call it that. Set that to get entity type, and instead of planting carrot here we plant the correct seeds. This should make sure that we always replant the correct seed, or what's already there, like. And then we need to check here instead of always planting carrots, we need to plant sunflowers at some point. Like maybe one in every 4 is a good number. Since we can't upgrade the sunflower to cost more. But it's still a question on how. I mean, I could simply plant 1, then count to 4 before placing. That might actually be the best way to do it. But we'd also need a tiny surplus of carrots, I think. But that would only work on this setting, because after that then we'd always plant those. Okay. Let's lock in. So we need some kind of counter. Let's call it seed counter. We'll set that to 0. And if seed counter equals 0, or should I say if seed counter is less than 4, that's a neater way to do it, I think, or less than 3 with 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3. No, less than 4. Then we'd want to plant entities.sunflower. So we'd plant the first 4 as sunflowers. And else, if seed counter is equals to 4, in other words, then we want to plant entities.carrot, and we want to reset the seed counter to 0, and can't forget to include it as a global variable. So we have it as a seed counter. This should work. Oh, we have no wood left. Great. Let's farm some of the forest. What I'm thinking on this one. But I genuinely think this will work as is. Ooh, and we also have the water to consider. We also have the water. I suppose we could simply import the drone watering, and then do a drone water watering dot process, and let's pass along a 0. I don't see a need to speed up the process any more than that. Well, we gotten some wood back. Can initialize the testing of the power field. Wait, need to import this as well. Import Power field. Power field dot process. So we start that process. Ooh, I got an achievement for planting a sunflower. And it does not work. Because we never actually iterate on the seed counter. I'm stupid. Seed counter plus equals 1. Wait, we also need to check the... We also need to check the number of petals. That's right. That's right. Not to mention that we should also be watering. Oops, that wasn't my intention. We should also be watering somewhere. After we till it, we till the water, then we plant and all of that. And when we check for harvesting, say if correct seeds equals entities dot sunflower, and if get power, no, what was the function for that one? Let's see. Sunflower. Am I blind? Sunflower. There we go. Okay, measure, and 15 petals at the most. And if there are at least 10 sunflowers on the farm and you harvest the one with the largest number of petals, you get 5 times more power. So we need to check that the petals are at least 15. So if measure equals 15, or no, it does not equal 15, then we return. Oh wait, no. Sunflower. Because we don't want to harvest or plant any of the sunflowers unless they're fully grown. Or wait, is it... do sunflowers gain petals as they age, or are they like spawned in with a specific number of petals? Because if they're spawned in with a specific number of petals, then this optimization won't matter. I was thinking to myself that even if they were fully grown, it would take like longer before they got all of the petals. But since we've passed the script here, they haven't grown anymore. Well, they're fully grown, but they haven't gained any more petals. Which means if we only harvest the sunflowers that are 15 petals, then it would make sense that as we replant those tiles, we'd gain sunflowers on those spots that don't have 15 petals. And we would just end up like passing over all of the sunflowers, not harvesting any of them. Which is not ideal. But it would make sense if, let's say we only have 10 spots for sunflowers, and then you check all of them, and if one of them has 15 petals, then you harvest that one first, because then that would yield 5 power, and then you can harvest everything else. That wouldn't matter. It wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't matter after that, because the other one won't give. No matter when you harvest the other ones, they won't give you more power, and you'd want to replant them also for a chance at another 15 petal one. But since the whole farm will basically be sunflowers, that restriction doesn't apply to me right now. But I suppose it's a good thing to keep in mind for the later farms, because I want to make a farm where you have like a lot of different stuff, and then there will be like a limited amount of sunflowers. But as I said, this check here will be completely redundant now. It will even disrupt the harvesting. But the seed counter, at least, we fixed that one. So now it should plant a carrot on every 4th one. And then it should harvest the power, and the drone should speed up on the next pass, which should make the farming of power even faster, or double as fast. Ooh, that's much faster, yeah. Why do we water? We don't actually water it. Because we don't water it down. Wait, we do? Why is the water level 0 though? I thought I fixed that one. Because we check here, if get water is less than or equal to water level min, and water level min is 0. Since that's what we pass along. Then we should be using an item. We should be using it. But we aren't using it. Are we losing any carrots? Oh, new hat. Neat. No. We aren't losing any carrots. Yes, we are. We're losing 4 on each pass due to the end here. But I suppose That's fine. Hmm. The drone is also using the power as it's gathering the power, but I think this is at least a pretty good efficiency. But it looks like we can remove the watering. Let's check. If I were to like set that to 0.1 instead, would it work? Now it works. Why? Why doesn't 0 work? 0 should work. I mean, pass along 0 and we check that get water returns is less than or equal to water mean, level mean. I suppose this is one way to solve it. It's really, really ugly, but it should solve the issue, I think. Wait, now it's still, wait. This one has 0 water level. And it gets the water level. It's a really ugly solution. I don't like it, but it's a workable solution. But now we have power, and we have water, and we have pumpkins, and we need more wood, and we need more hay. We could also improve the efficiency of the grass. Let's do that. And then increase the yield of the bushes and trees. And polyculture. Use companion plants, increase the yield. That's interesting. Okay, but let's farm some grass with the increase in speed. That's a lot of grass. A lot of grass. I don't know how much grass is enough, but wait, we have 4 on that one and 4 on that one, so it's the same level or whatever you want to call it. The power is actually lasting a pretty long while. So I suppose all the farms will be faster now, which is great. But there's also the mega farm, more drones. I want more drones. I don't know, I feel like all the plants grow so fast that the only way to actually make a split farm make sense would be to have more drones that each take care of their own like little area. But that will need gold, whatever that's called, or monies. And we'd get monies by doing the maize and harvesting the treasure. And this isn't power. Maybe it's fertilizer. Or something. Wait. Am I missing something? I don't know what that unlock cost even supposed to be. Maybe it's simply something you get from the fertilizer. Let's read this one, or buy this one and read this one. Okay. Fertilizer. At some point, waiting for the plants to grow is just not efficient enough anymore. I mean, they grow so damn quickly though. Similar to water, you will automatically receive one fertilizer every 10 seconds. Okay, so this is the fertilizer. Doubling with each upgrade. Fertilizer can make plants grow instantly. Use items.fertilizer reduces the remaining growing time of the plant under the drone by 2 seconds. Oh, okay. This has some side effects. Plants grown with fertilizer will be infected. That doesn't sound good at all. When a plant is infected, half its yield is turned into items.weird substance. Ooh, that's the one I need. Half its yield is turned into items weird substance when it's harvested. Weird substance can also be used on plants, which has the effect of toggling the infected status of the plant and all adjacent plants. So if you call use items.weird substance on an infected plant, it will cure it. But if you use it on a healthy plant, it will infect it. Okay. So you can use the weird substance to limit its spread as well as spread it. If you use it on an infected plant that has healthy neighbors, it will cure the plant but infect the neighbors and vice versa. Ooh, that makes it pretty difficult to use. Okay. Okay. I suppose we should upgrade the fertilizer, but we need a lot of wood for that. And I suppose forest season. Where is the forest season? We'll also do the farming, not the farming natural, but the normal farming. That's the most... Or wait, isn't those two identical? They are identical, aren't they? Rand 0. I think you should remove this and this to keep it strictly efficient, or whatever you want to call it. So okay, let's deposit there, and we do forest farming. Forest season. And they do manage to grow all the way in time, so I suppose that's good. And we're getting a lot of wood. We're getting wood even faster than we got hay, I think. Yeah, there's no need to water this one. And now we can buy fertilizer. I need the strange or weird substance or whatever it's called. Weird substance. Weird substance. Wait. Use call item weird substance on a bush to grow a maze. Ooh, so that's how you make a maze. Interesting. Obtained from infecting plants. You have 0. So I suppose... It's probably worth to wait to max out the fertilizer, I think. Because we're getting... pretty low amounts of it. There we go. Okay. I suppose we can create a new one. Let's call this one drone. Drone. Fertilize. Fertilize. Is that how you fertilize? Fertilize. Yes. Sounds a bit strange, but let's ignore that. Let's give it a process and I suppose wait, no, we don't need. How to do this? Let's call it chaotic. And rand equals random, and then if rand is less than, let's have parameter as well, let's call it percentage. When is less than percentage. Right, I think. So So if we pass along 0.1, then check that it's less than 0 or equal 0.1 percentage. If it is, then we use item. Items dot fertilizer. And then here. I suppose we should also check. No, we don't need to check anything. It's chaotic, so let's just call chaotic. And then in the let's try it out on the carrot. Why not? Oh, on the carrot season. Since we need more carrots. Carrot season. So let's do it each time. We import drone fertilize, and then we call drone fertilize dot process, and we pass along but it's probably better to simply call chaotic straight away. That's the only way to pass along something as well. And let's say 0.1. That's a lot. 0.05 is probably better. So 1 in 20. It's probably better to have 1 in every 100, because they should spread the infection, I think, if I'm not entirely mistaken. So let's try that one. Carrot season. Have we used any fertilizer? Yeah, we used one. There we used. I see it. I see it. Wait, won't this spread the infection? I thought it would spread the infection. Now we got two weird substance. But wait, I need to read this again. Where do we have it? Items, weird substance. Fertilizing plants infects them. Yes. We can call use item on a bush to grow maize or other plants to toggle their infect status. When a plant is infected, half its yield is turned into weird items weird substance. Weird substance can also be used on plants, which has the effect of toggling the effect status on the plants and all adjacent plants. So we'd want to use weird substance and to spread it. I guess. So let's say we do have the fertilize function. Let's also simply use wait, let's switch this up and use weird substance, and we increase the likelihood of, here we have it, to 1 in 10 instead, and then we play it. Now there should be a lot of infection going on, and we should be multiplying our weird substance. Ooh. Got an achievement for curing an infected plant, so I suppose I planted a weird substance on an infected plant. But this is swiftly turning into a very efficient weird substance farming. We also gain carrots. How many do we need? We need 1k to unlock mazes to get the treasures. And we need the treasures to get the more drones. And I really want the more drones. Have to unlock dictionaries. Or get costs. Wait, what? Automatically unlocks things. What? Does this mean I can simply buy this and then unlock the mega farm and don't have to actually get the gold? That feels like cheating. That definitely feels like cheating. Increase the pumpkin yield. I don't know why I haven't done this before. But we need a lot of pumpkins to expand the farm the next time. And carrot yield. Increase that one as well. Since we're farming carrots. I'm like scared to buy this one, because if this allows me to simply unlock everything, then what's the point? I mean, it's fun to create farms and stuff, but still, you want to have goals. Okay, let's buy the maize, I think. Yes. Okay, so items.weird substance, which is obtained by fertilizing plants, has a strange effect in bushes. If the drone is over a bush and you call use items.weird substance and amount, the bush will grow into a maze of hedges. The size of the maze depends on the amount of items.weird substance used. The second argument of the use item call. Without maze upgrades, using n items weird substance will result in a... Without maze upgrades, using n items weird substance will result in n times n maze. Each maze upgrade level doubles the treasure, but it also doubles the amount of items weird substance needed. So to make a full field maze, plant entities bush, substance equals get world size times 2. This one is a bit confusing. Is it erased by? Is this erased by? Number unlocked. Unlocks.mazes -1. And we use items of weird substance. And the substance. For some reason the drones can't fly over the hedges, even though they don't look that high. There's a treasure hidden somewhere in the hedge. Use harvest on the treasure to receive gold equal to the area of the maze. For example, a 5 times 5 maze will yield 25 gold. If you use harvest anywhere else, the maze will simply disappear. Get entity type is equal to entities.treasure if the drone is over the treasure, and entities.hedge everywhere else in the maze. Mazes do not contain any loops unless you reuse the maze. See below how to reuse a maze. So there's no way for the drone to end up in the same position again without going back. Okay. You can check if there is a wall by trying to move through it. Move returns true if it succeeded and false otherwise. Can move can be used to check if there is a wall without moving. If you have no idea how to get to the treasure, take a look at hint 1. It shows you how to approach a problem like this. Using measure anywhere in the maze returns the position of the treasure. XY, okay. For an extra challenge, you can also reuse the maze by using the same amount of items of weird substance on the treasure again. This will increase the amount of gold in the treasure by 1 full maze and move it to a random position in the maze. Each time the treasure is moved, some of the maze's walls may be randomly removed, so reused mazes can contain loops. Note that loops in the maze can make it much more difficult because it means that you can get to the same location again without moving back. Reusing a maze doesn't give you more gold than just harvesting and spawning a new maze. This is 100% an extra challenge that you can just skip. It's only worth it if the extra information and the shortcuts help you solve the maze faster. The treasure can be relocated up to 300 times. After that, using weird substance on the treasure won't increase the gold in it anymore, and it won't move anymore. Okay, this is complex, or at least more complex than the everything else here going on. Wait, it seems I won't be using weird substance for anything else, so I don't need more weird substance. So let's simply remove it. Oh wait, yeah, we need weird substance for the maze, of course. But let's switch that back to fertilizer and let's remove this from here. We might as well dock these two together as well, since they're pretty similar. I don't know where to put it. Let's put it up here, maybe. And this one here. Like that. Okay. What do we need? We need pumpkins. But I also want to... I want to have the gold. Let's unlock those two as well. I won't be unlocking this one just in case this removes the challenge of the game completely. So let's do dictionaries. Dictionaries are a data structure that allows you to map keys to values in the same way a real dictionary maps words to their definitions, and you can look them up very quickly. A dictionary can be created like this, right off, and then we have curly brackets, north, east, so this is the key and this is the value. Key, value, key, value, key, value is my guess. The expression before the colon is the key, and the expression after is the colon. After the colon is the value to which the key maps. The above dictionary maps each direction to the direction to its right. Oh, north, east, east, south, south, west, west, north. Here's another one that maps the drone's position to the entity it's over. X, Y, get position X, get position Y. Oh, so you can do it like this as well. Entity dict equals curly brackets, a dictionary of... Wait, maps the drone's position to the entity it's over. Oh, so we're storing the position as the key and the entity type as the value. That's smart. Then accessing the value mapped to a key is similar to accessing an element in a list. Value equals dictionary key. Example orientation equals right of south. This sets the orientation to west. You can add a new key value pair to a dictionary like this. Dictionary key equals value. Example entity dictionary, get position X, get position Y, equals get entity type. So this is like appending to a list then. This updates the entity stored for the current position. Okay. Keys are unique, so adding a key that already exists in dictionary will overwrite the previous value. Use dictionary.pop key to remove a key value pair from dictionary. Key in dict evaluates to true if key is a key in the dict and false otherwise. So we check if the key exists in dictionary, and it will return true if it exists in dictionary or false otherwise. So you can use if key in dict to check if dictionary contains the key. Putting a dictionary in a for loop allows you to iterate through all keys. For key in dict value equals dict key. So we're checking if the key actually exists in the dictionary. And if it does, we set the value to the value connected to the key. There are no guarantees about the order in which the keys are iterated. Okay. Sets. Sets are like dictionaries but without values. They're just unordered sets of keys. They're created like dictionaries but without values. Set, north, east, west. Use set to create an empty set. Note that the curly brackets create an empty dictionary. Use set.add lm to add a new element to the set. Use set.remove lm to remove an element from the set, from a set. If lm in set to check if set contains an element. Use for lm in set to iterate all elements in the set. For larger sets, in the in operator performs much faster than it would on a list. Just like dictionaries, sets are unordered, so there are no guarantees about the order in which the elements are iterated. Also, elements in sets are unique. So adding an element that is already in the set will not change the set. Okay, so it's a dictionary without values. Interesting. I don't know if we need to use that right now, but it might be useful at some point. But I feel like the next step is to create a maze. Oh, my bad, I could have had the farm running in the background while I read all of that to get some power or whatever, but well, too bad. Too bad. I feel like doing the maze will take a while, and I feel like I've accomplished everything I set out to do today. I mean, the pumpkin farm works as it should. We also did this power farming setup and played a bit with the fertilizer and infected a weird substance. What else did we do? Yeah, the watering system as well. Feels like we've done a lot today. Also restocked on a lot of supplies. Feels like a pretty good place to end the stream for today. And next time we might just take a look at the mazes. Yep, I think that's it for today actually. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers!